ESG investing is growing, but that's for investors, not securities lenders. What is ESG investing? The acronym stands for environmental, social, and governance, and it's sometimes referred to as sustainable investing. It's an umbrella term used to describe investments that seek both positive returns and assess long-term impact on the environment and social issues, as well as company performance. And really, I like to think of it in reverse. Governance, environmental, and social. So GES instead of ESG. Governance. Investors have always looked at how companies are run, looking at things like who's on the board of directors and how much do executives get paid. Environmental. It's an assessment of the impact that the company has on the natural world. So think of the impact oil and gas companies have on their environment. Social. This is a growing issue with the focus heightened in 2020 with the impact of COVID-19. This includes gender and diversity issues, so it's no longer just who's on the board, but is there diversity? At the end of last year, I read that there were $30 trillion of assets under management in programs where there was some degree of ESG influence on the decision making. So that's big, but it's still not even half the total investor universe. These ESG issues are often a little bit less tangible than profit and loss statements or balance sheets, and so they can be a little bit fuzzy, and for many people, that's the problem. What I describe as good social policy for a company might not be good enough for you, but we might still call ourselves ESG investors. There's no common standards. The drive for ESG investing is much wider and deeper in Europe at both the investor and regulator levels. North America lags behind, but that's where some of the biggest investors are. Is it a fad? Maybe it's too early to say. But in my view, without more focus on the social and environmental impact that companies have on the world, I'm not convinced we're going to have much of an investment community left to worry about. In part 2, I'll look at ESG and securities lending and see whether it's even relevant. How important are ESG issues to your investment decisions? Tell me in the box below.